place in Cassie's.
I just told you I don't know if I told him that. I know that we did stay on the back porch that night.
That you did stay on the back porch?
Yeah.
But did you go back and forth between her place and Cassie's place a number of times?
Yeah.
And that you and Amanda got in a fight because she saw some of her stuff at Cassie's place?
That's true.
What did she see there?
Just a bunch of nothing shit. Blankets, pictures, shit like that. Candles, candle holders. Shit that she didn't even use.
And she got upset. But you all ultimately went back to her house?
Yeah.
And you went inside and had sex?
Probably.
You did or didn't?
I mean, several times that night. I don't remember the order. Yeah, yeah. That's how we fixed our problems.
Okay, and so you went in and had sex, and then you went and got cigarettes?
Yeah, after we fucked. Yeah, after one of them times, yeah, we went and got cigarettes.
Okay, and then you came back and had sex again?
Probably.
And that you smoked a blunt?
Probably.
And you told the judge that after you all smoked the blunt, that Amanda fell asleep?
Yeah, she fell asleep.
And that you went out on the couch to play Mortal Kombat?
Yep.
And that while you were out there playing Mortal Kombat, Trey came downstairs?
I don't know if he came downstairs or came in from the back porch or whatever, where he came from. I don't know. I know what you're doing. You're trying to make microscopic little holes in the shit that I didn't even give a fuck about 2 years ago. So how can I tell you the exact thing now when I really didn't give a fuck then?
If you're telling the truth, it shouldn't be too hard.
I'm a fucking... yeah, but goddamn, I've lied this whole fucking time, except for sense arraignment. Sense arraignment court, I've told you I've done it. I admitted everything I've done. I've been sentenced for it. Life in prison. Yet here I am, going over the same fucking story.
So when Trey came downstairs, which is what you told the judge when you pled guilty, he asked you for a cigarette. Is that what you told him?
Yeah, he did.
And that he pulled your lighter out of his pocket.
Yeah.
And that made you mad.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't want to argue.
But it upset you.
Yeah.
And then you went into the kitchen to get the plate of food that Amanda had put up for you. Right?
Yep.
And that you found out that he had eaten it.
Yeah.
So you got mad. And you told the judge that you decided to scare him. Right?
Yep.
And you offered Trey a blunt. Right?
I didn't offer him shit. I just smoked with him. Asked him if he wanted to smoke.
You asked him if he wanted to smoke. Right? And you first went out to the back porch. And then you decided to go behind Cassie's.
To the garage.
To the garage. And then ultimately you went down to the spot, right? What's the spot?
This spot we've all been smoking weed at since we was kids. How they do it.
And that you all, when you got down to the spot, you all did share a blunt that Trey smoked with you. Mm-hmm. Is that a yes?
Yeah.
And that while you were down there smoking, Trey picked up a metal pipe.
Yeah, he was hitting the tree with it.
He was beating the tree with it, is what you told the judge, right?
I don't know what I told him. It seemed like I didn't talk to him that long, but yeah, what you're saying is right, yeah.
Okay. And then you told Trey, next time you steal from me, I'm going to treat you like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then Trey said something about, well, then you'll have a problem with his dad.
No, he said, then you and my dad will have a problem, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's when you snapped.
Yeah, but he wasn't talking about me and his dad is going to get in a fight. It wasn't never nothing like that. That motherfucker, he ain't no fighter. He was talking about it. Then what he does is he calls CPS and then gets me and Amanda in a bunch of shit. That's the problems he's talking about.
And that's when you snapped.
Yeah.
And you said you hit him and he went down.
Yeah.
And when he went down, the metal bar was still in his hand. So you punched him to knock him down?
Yeah.
Is that how you knocked him down? Okay. And then the bar was still in his hand, but you stepped on his hand and took the bar out.
Yep.
And then you hit him, and before you knew it, it was over.
Yeah, it's a good version, yeah.
That's a good version?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said that you rinsed the pipe off in the water.
Creek.
The creek water down there? I need you to answer.
Yeah.
dumpster. Is that right?
Not that night, but yeah,
Not that night? Where'd you put them that night?
in the backyard.
In the backyard? And when did you take them to the dumpster?
The next morning, on our way to McNeely Lake,
On the way where?
feed ducks.
At McNeely Lake?
Yeah.
So you stopped on the way to McNeely Lake to get rid of the bag.
Not just that shit, garbage, period. We didn't pay the garbage bill.
So you just had a car full of garbage,
Trunk full, yeah.
trunk full of garbage, and in that trunk full of garbage were the clothes you wore when you murdered Trey,
Yeah.
and the pipe you used when you murdered Trey. And on the way to McNeely Lake with Trey's mother is when you stopped to get rid of it.
Yeah. I mean,
And which
you're
ones?
making, why are you, right behind the Mexican restaurant at the end of M.
Okay? And that was the statement that you gave the judge when you pled guilty, right?
Oh no, probably.
But that's not the first statement you've given, right?
No.
No,
Fuck
you've given,
no, I've lied about this whole thing till I got indicted and arraigned.
you lied until then?
Yeah.
You have given multiple statements to the police, right?
Yep.
You gave a statement to Detective Maroney on May 11th, the day that Trey's body was found,
No, it's to him.
to a female detective in
Oh,
Little
yeah.
Excuse me. And on that day, yes, on that day is when you told Detective Maroney that you were sure it was the Bridgewood kids who did it, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned them a number of times that first statement, didn't you? Is that a yes?
Probably. Yeah.
And in fact, you told her that you'd bet your life that it was the Bridgewood kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You did tell her that you saw Trey try to sneak out around 10:30, right?
I don't remember what I told her. Probably.
Probably. And that you were certain that he had black shoes on. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then you asked her if you could see a picture of Trey's dead body.
Yeah.
And then you did speak to Detective Russ later that day, right?
Right after it.
Right after. And you asked him if you could see Trey's body, right? You started talking about the Bridgewood kids to him right away too, didn't you?
I don't remember. Probably.
Okay. You told him about that night after the cookout. About you and Amanda being outside with the lights out.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
That after everybody left, the kids took baths.
Fuck, I don't remember.
You tell them that Kinsey took a bath first,
I don't remember.
and then that Trey took a bath.
I don't remember.
If you looked at a transcript, would it refresh your memory?
I mean, no. I mean, yeah. If it's in there, if it says I said it, then I said it.
Okay.
I don't deny nothing I've said.
Okay.
I'm a fucking liar, you know what I mean? But I was probably telling the truth about that. I don't know.
Okay. And you
That's
told
just shit that didn't really mean nothing to me. You know what I mean? I was trying to get on past that day. Yeah.
Okay. And so you told him, you don't deny that you told him that Kinsey took a bath first and then Trey.
That's what I said.
And you don't deny that you told him that Trey came out around 10 or 10:30 when you and Amanda were out on the porch,
Yeah, he came out the back door, yeah.
and that he saw you all and went back in. And then you mentioned the Bridgewood kids again. Probably, yeah. And then you explained to Detective Russ about the spot that we just talked about where everybody hangs out and gets high.
That's where we was at.
Okay? And then you mentioned the Bridgewood kids again. And then you asked for a picture of Trey's body or to get a quick peek up close. Right? At the end of that interview? Yeah. And then you talked to Detective Russ again on May 14th. This time it was at the homicide office, right?
A few days later.
I need you to speak up into the
I
microphone.
don't know the day. A few days after it, I went down there, yeah.
At the homicide office. And you talked about the Bridgewood kids a few more times during that interview, didn't you? Probably. You need to
No, I
talk into
did.
the microphone.
I did. I remember, yeah, I did.
Okay. And you told them about how you and Josh and Trey were all really close, that y'all were buddies, right?
Yeah.
You talked about that last night that Trey was alive again at the cookout, right?
Yeah.
talked about how you all had bratwurst and steak and hamburgers and hot dogs and mac and cheese and french fries and corn on the cob. You denied that's what you told him the menu was?
I don't remember. Probably. I don't remember. Only thing I really remember is the ranch pasta, but yeah.
A pasta salad with ranch?
Yeah.
Okay. And you told him about the group finding the turtle down at the creek in the spot?
That, yeah.
Okay. And you said everyone left around 9, including your son, right?
Yeah.
Because he was staying down at Cassie's.
Right.
And that everyone left before Kenzie and Trey took their baths or showers, right?
Everybody left. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And Kenzie took hers first and then Trey.
I don't know the order.
Okay. Do you deny that you told him that then?
No. I mean, I don't remember, but I mean, I don't remember, and fuck, they took a bath. I don't know.
Okay. And that, again, you talked about how you and Amanda were outside with the lights off. You were going to have sex out there, right? And that Trey came outside and saw y'all, and then he went right back in.
Yeah.
And that you and Amanda eventually went inside, had sex, went to Circle K, and then had sex again.
Now we was back and forth to Cassie's and shit too. So I mean, I don't remember the order. I know we went back and forth to Cassie's.
Okay, but you didn't tell Detective Russ on that interview that you were back and forth at Cassie's.
Absolutely not.
And you didn't tell Detective Maroney at Liberty High School that very first interview that y'all been back and forth to Cassie's, did you?
No.
And you didn't tell Detective Russ at that interview that day that y'all were back and forth to Cassie's.
No, because not every time I went over there